Yeah. So today the first thing we will be showing you is the cascading drop down. Okay. So for
That's
that
scary.
cascading drop down, it means if you will be choosing one value from there will be two drop down. Okay. From the first drop down, if you are choosing any one value based upon the value what you will be choosing in the first drop down, the second drop down's value will be changing. It's dynamic. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the second drop down's value should not be hard coded or fixed. Okay, based upon whatever
Okay.
you are choosing in the first drop down, the based upon the second drop down value will be choosing. If you remember last day,
Okay.
what I told is like in first drop down, if you are keeping class 5, class 6, class 7, okay,
Mhm.
and suppose for class 5 there is section A, section B, for class 6 there is section A, section B, and section C, and for class 7 there is only section A. Okay, so based on
Okay.
whatever you are choosing in the first drop down, suppose class 7 you have chosen. Okay, then next drop down which will be showing you the values of sections for that class, it should only have section A if you have chosen class 7 for the previous drop down. Okay, so you have got the
Okay.
overall scenario how it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now we will go to the technical part. Okay, so for that we will be needing one table. Okay, but I will not go to table. I will create table from CDT. So first I will create one CDT. Okay, so I will be creating one data type here. It's a shortcut method to create to show you the whole functionality how it works. Okay, so
Mhm.
here suppose I am giving real RTC name, suppose RTC underscore suppose cascade drop down only I am giving. Okay,
Okay.
so the description will be like this: CDT will be used to capture the value of section and class. Okay, so now the CDT will be created.
Okay.
Okay, so here, okay, and now you tell me what all the columns should be there in this CDT. Okay, what all
Okay.
it should be? We should have one primary key, that is this ID.
Yeah.
Okay,
ID.
it will be number integer, it will be primary key as well
Okay.
as auto generated key,
Auto-generated.
right? So we are done with our
Yeah.
primary key. Then next will be our class. Class, I am keeping this as text just to make this simple. And then
Section.
section. Yes. Okay. So we
Okay.
are done with our small CDT. Now we want one data store as well, right?
Mm.
So I will just create one data store which will be holding the value of this CDT, RTC, these, like the table I am giving. Okay. This data store is for multi-purpose. Because I will be doing many more things. I will be mapping all the things to the CET only. So that's to the rest of only. So I am keeping like this. Okay, so save. So now we just need to map this CDT and publish this, and then we'll see what will happen. So cascade drop down, then type what was the name? RTC. Yeah. Cascade drop down. Okay. Okay. So once we will be going to verify, if you see there will be two options coming. Okay.
Mm.
If you see more info, you'll be seeing the table is missing, right? Because we don't have this table created in the database previously. From the very beginning, we don't have this database in the backend. Okay, so that's why it's giving two options that you can go to create automatically the table. If you publish this status to now, it will be automatically creating the table in the backend. Otherwise, you can go to create the table manually in the backend also, and then again come and publish this. Okay,
Okay.
so for now, I will be just doing save and publish. So, and the database will be there in backend. Okay, so let me see my database has come or not. Okay, so and it is here.
Yeah.
And this is the exact structure which we were expecting, right? Okay, so now table is also done. So now what do we need to do?
You have to generate the interface.
Yes, but but before that we need to create a we need to insert here, right?
Okay.
We need to you need to have some data, then only it will be showing in the front end
Database.
interface, right?
Mhm. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I have two options to get into here. One is manually I can entry. One number two option is we can do a something from front end like interface.
Okay.
Okay, and then that will be getting entered here.
Okay.
Okay, so for today I am just doing manually entry. Next day again we will be having one interface on it, and that interface will be doing the entry part here. Okay,
Okay.
just to make something end-to-end solution without any manual intervention in the mid. Okay, so now I'll be adding here data 1, then class 5, section A, 2, class 5, section B. Okay. I will just copy it because I will be needing to run it again and again. But it's showing. Okay, I think it's already being entered. Yeah, I have already two entries. Okay, I will just run ID 3 C C and then 4 class 6 class A. Okay, so for now only I will be only having 4 entries. Okay,
Mm. Okay.
yeah, so 5 is having 3 section and 6 is having only 1. Okay, now
Yeah.
we will be going to the interface part. Okay, RTC cascade cascade drop down interface. I don't think we have folder. Let me create RTC interface. Leave it for now. Okay. One column from. Okay, let me do it. Because I don't need anything, any action here. So this is section. How many sections? I got little confused in the design mode. Okay, I will be there in expression mode. Wait. I only need one section, and they are two drop down, right? Drop down, one drop down, two drop down. Fine. Here I will give you cascade. Drop down. It will be class, right? First drop down will be for classes.
Yes. Yes.
So, instructions will give right. Please choose one class from the drop down. Okay. Then it will be but we need to select something from the drop down, so it's true. Then okay, now it's coming for choice labels. Choice labels. Like this, and then choice values. That part I will do later. Let me just finish it. Okay, placeholder, select one value. Value. Okay, let me take one local variable. Local, local, selected class, then local, local, selected section. Then here it will be local, selected class, 7 to be local, selected class. I think, yeah, I am done with this thing. Okay, then same, I will just paste it here. I am wait, just to modify the things accordingly.
Okay. Okay. That is for class. This is for section.
Yes, right.
But how to remember this code? Actually, you're easily writing this code. Where
So
should
see,
I?
below everything is there. Okay, once you will be in habituated in APN, if I say. Okay, it will be in your mind everything like that. Now you can. So if you just silly example. Okay, in
Well,
childhood when you
first,
started ABC, it was hard, but then now it's nothing to you like that. Also, this is it. Because now you are learning. It's you are thinking how I will remember, but I just told you several times. If you just practice it every day, seeing the code every day, it will be damn easy to you. Okay, you need to be in practice. Otherwise, you can't do. It's true. Okay, if so, see that's normally thing, and APN actually talks in English language. It does not like C, Java. It does not go that much coding technical terms. Okay, what we need two
Yeah.
drop down. That's why two drop down field. Okay, and then in drop down field these things are there, right? And what does this is things do? It's being mentioned here only. If you forget also, that's why this thing is there. You can read it and can do easily do. So see these choice values, choice levels, choice values. These things are there, right? The choice levels means what the things you want to show to user. What array of options for the user to select. What you will be giving option to user. And this is for the associated values with the choices. Means if something they are choosing from here, what will be getting saved in the backend. This is the choice value. Okay, so it's that only. So I let me finish it, and then I will we will come back to this code again, and then if you don't understand anything, you tell me. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So okay. So now if you see there is nothing, right? Why there is nothing? Because I have not given here anything. It's null, right? Now I need to put here
Yes.
value. Okay. So that value will be coming
Okay.
from the database which we have created in the backend, right? So we can do two things. First, I will do here hard code. Classes I will be doing hard code. Okay, class 5 and class 6. Same thing I will be giving here as well. Okay, okay. So now why here class is not coming? Sorry. Oh, so this is a silly mistakes you will see. This is because it was giving something wrong. This value was not showing previously. Remember,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
level was not showing. Okay, so yeah, if you will be finding this type of cases also in real time, okay, when you will be in hurry and we will be writing something wrong like this. Okay, so you need to know debug and know these things in time. You will be getting those things. Okay, so now I have given this class 5 class 6 hard coded here in the code itself. Okay, so that's why it is showing here. Okay, what is our next target? My next target is based upon, okay, hold on, let me give here hardcode value also and see what will happen if we give hardcode value. Okay, now see here in section also it's coming ABC, right? Now what we want that if we choose class 5 in this section, what is it, one second, it should come ABC all the things, right? That's what our
Yes.
table is showing us, right? So we have chosen here class 5. So here it's all things are showing section ABC. So till now it's correct. Let's see what is happening if we are choosing class 6. So now we have chosen
So
class 6. Okay, so but still it's showing ABC. Why?
yeah.
Because here we have being hard coded this. It's not being changing based upon whatever we are choosing in class, right? So we need to
Yes.
change this bit of logic here, right? What will be values here for choice levels and choice values for this section? That whatever our local selected class will be, we need to filter our output of these sections based upon whatever class you are choosing, right? So what we need to do, we need to write one query entity which will be fetching the section as per your class, right?
Okay.
So we need to make one expression rule. Let me think, like RTC get sections by class. Okay, like that. This expression rule will fetch section details as per selected class. Get. Okay, now what we need to do? Need to write one query entity. I am being lazy, I will not write query entity. I think I will make this thing. But what we need here, we need a constant, right? To which will
Yes.
be mapping with this data store entity from where we want to fetch the data. We have our data store ready, where this is our data store, but we don't have the constant for it, right? So first
Yes.
we need to create one constant. RTC underscore ds constant, like that only I am giving the name constant. Yeah, fine. Okay, this is constant is for RTC underscore ds. So type will be what? You tell me, Nikhil. What will be the type?
Restaurant.
Yes, right. So once we are giving the type data store entity, then what will be happening? We need to choose our data store from this list. Yeah, this is the one, and then we need to give a city as well, right? So create it. Okay, our data, our constant is now ready. So what we will do, we will go back here and we will give our constant. Okay, give it, continue it. We can see our value. Continue.
Once again.
Yeah, go on.
Hello.
Huh?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, go on, Nikhil.
Yeah. How will we get that query editor? You
Yes,
directly name it,
right.
right?
Query editor. Yes.
Where do you find that?
Oh, okay. That was there. Let me generate it. I will show you. Otherwise, it will vanish.
Okay.
Okay, I will show you. For now, generate this query. Okay, so see, this is the
Okay. Okay.
okay. So yeah, now I can do some bit of play around with this. So see how query entity works one more time. This is the entity, this is the query, and phase total count. Entity is the data store type constant from where you want to fetch the data. Okay, in the data store entity where you are giving the constant, there you need to give the data store name and the city as well, right? There you are saying this thing that from where you want to fetch the data. Okay, so this is being mapped here. The next portion is coming the query. So in query, so see it's written here, you need to use a query bank. Okay, so a bank query, if you put the cursor here, then we will be able to see, yeah, what are the operators this a bank query has. Okay, till now I have not used anything. I just want to show if we don't give any of this, what this will return. Okay, so just wait here and see. So see, now it's returning all the datas. Okay, data, if you see,
Yeah.
it's giving 4 items. Our database is also having 4 items, right? For 4 rows.
Yeah.
So here if you come back and this batch size, if you give -1, It means return all the data what the table has. Okay, so that's it, and it will be showing the same thing. Okay, so we are now having everything whatever our table has, so we can see it in our if in front it. So now what we can do is we can do dot data and see how it's reacting. So our data part is here. Okay, so just do dot data and see how it's showing. So see, if we are doing dot data, it means we will be only showing this part, this dictionary part, dictionary type, okay, of four rows of dictionaries. Okay, so now what we want that based upon whatever the class we are giving in input, we want the section output, right? So what we need to do, we need to add here filters, right?
Okay.
So I am adding here filter, and in filter just see here, if you don't remember also, it's written what the function you need to use for the filter part. Okay, so it's a query bank filter on. Okay, yeah, so in filter what is there, field, then here you need to give this class, right? Because this is a thing we need to
Yeah.
filter.
Class
Then operator, right?
yeah.
Operator will be equals to, right?
Operator equals to
Yeah, and then value. We need to create one
one.
rule input for it. Okay, class type is text, it's done, and map this class here. Okay, okay. Now see, if I give here class 5, how it's written. So see, it's giving three section, right? Section A,
Actually,
section B, or section C.
yes.
Same way, if we want to see how class 6 is giving to us, it will only give one section, that is section A, right?
Yes.
So now we can filter based upon our class input, whatever the output of the sections, right? So our interface, our this expression is done. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to modify this thing. So how to call the expression rule, it's like this, rule bank.
Fine.
Okay, then rtc this thing. So we have one input here as well, this is the class. So we need to send this thing class. So what will be the class here, it will be the local select class what they have chosen from the first drop down, right? You got that, Nikhil, right? Okay, so now see what is showing, it's only showing, okay fine, it's showing this date. So we need to do little more things here. Okay, let me okay fine. So see, if I choosing class 6, it's showing like this, section equals to section A, class equals
A
to class 6, and id equals to
34.
4, right? So what we need to do, we need to do one more thing, that is we need to put one index functionality here, and then section, so that we can only get the section name, not the other things. Okay, if you just see now, it's only section name. Okay,
Actually, yeah.
okay, so this is the whole thing. And if we just go to the class 5 now, there will be seeing three values a, b, c. Okay, so now see, if we have now class 5 and section b, we have chosen it. Okay, now in this time, if we have chosen this class 6, okay, it will show you an error.
Error. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a bug with the code what we have written, it's working with the functionality with the requirement we wanted, but there is a bug. If you see, one second. Okay, now okay. Anyways, leave it. Okay, so this thing. So see what this uh, see carefully, okay, that how to debug and understand what is wrong with your interface or your object. Okay, so read it. What is it? Interface definition, expression evaluation error in rule. This add function. This the query filter function has an invalid value of value parameter when the value operator must not be null or empty. So what it's saying is when you have called this input, this rule, your expression rule, and if you have not chosen any of the selected class, okay, it will show you this error. Okay, so how to fix this error? We need to we need to do the null handling in the expression rule. Okay, so before calling this rule, we need to check if rule if is null, plus then do nothing, otherwise do this check. Okay, so save changes. So what the changes I have done is I am doing a check that because here I am filtering with the class, right? So if in this expression they are getting the class as null, it will show error. So to handle that, here first I will check if the class is null. Do nothing, don't execute the code. If it's not null, then execute it and give our proper output. Okay, so now our expression rule has got changed. Now test it and see. So now this issue has got fixed. Okay, now the next issue, same type. If I here class no, not this class 5, and here if I do section C, and now if I go back here and do it class 6, it will show you error because section C is not a part of class 6 as far as part of our table design, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So go on, yeah, so we need to work on this, right? So a user will not be expecting this much of this issues, right? So we need to fix this time whatever they are using. We the code, the interface should not break at least, right? So what we can do here? Let's see. So if we make like that, not here, sorry. So if we just make right, then I will explain. And tell me what is okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Here I can see a drop down to see how to understand where it's getting wrong. Okay. What is showing here? See. Unmatched open brace. Okay. So there is something extra or like that. Okay. So this bit was extra here. Okay. This thing we don't need. Okay. Now let's take it again and see if our code has worked or not. Okay, so we have class 5. Let us choose section B again. Sorry, hold on. So it's getting some another error. again and see. Okay, let this thing comment whatever I just added. Just a second. This is section A. Okay. Now class 5 if I choose it will work fine. But if I choose class 5 and then again section B and then again if I come to class 6 it will be giving this error because I have chosen this section B and for class 6 had only section A, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me do it here.
Local selected section.
Let's say class 5 section B class 6. Okay. So see. So now let's see
Yeah.
what sorry what the changes we have done. So see this thing is a bank save what it does. We can give target and value. Means what value we need to save where. Okay. What we are doing when we are choosing the first drop down we are saving this class 6 value into this local selected class, right? And what else we are doing is we are making the section value null also in this save into, so that whenever we will be changing the value of class this section value will be nullable. Okay, so there will be no value showing you in a section. Sorry. Okay, so got it. So this is the
Yeah.
thing it
Once
works.
you click on the
हाँ निखिल yes me.
once you click on the section one
I can't hear you.
now.
Yeah, this will be finishing it. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So go to the section one. Okay. Select the A option there. Section A.
Hmm.
Now you can change the class 5.
Hmm.
What will it showing there?
So if we change the class, you need to come and select your section again. Okay. So to
Okay.
modify this interface more, we can do one more thing which we should do. I think. Okay. So here I will add one more component that is this show when. Okay. Means when
Actually, I had
this.
to buy this component first.
Sorry.
First of all, I have to buy this component function. Then only I can write the
Yeah,
code.
you will. Mm. We also don't do this. Did not get to memorize all the things in the very first day. We also took time. You also need giving time, but you can do it.
Like FPN is not easy subject. I
Sorry.
heard something. FPN is not easy subject. Actually,
It is
I
nothing
heard
like
something
that. Okay.
that you have studied.
If you understand APN, if you love APN, you will be finding it easy. Okay. So see now what will happen is if we don't select a
But
class.
understand also.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Hello, you
Okay.
are saying something little. I can't hear you.
I'm not saying something.
Okay,
Please
okay, fine.
continue.
So what the latest change I have done is, if you have not chosen any class, then the section itself will not come. Okay, the drop down for section itself will not come. So once you will be something in class, then only you will be able to see these things. And once you are choosing this, then go back and you are thinking, no, I want to see what is for class 6. It will be going vanished. You need to come back and do the selection again. Okay. So
So for
till now you got all the things right. Why we are doing what? This is very important. Otherwise, you can't coordinate with APN objects interfaces.
I have to understand this coding first. So if don't mind, just send me the screenshot of all coding. I have to try to understand
I
this.
will
Uh,
send you this video right away after this call.
function. I think.
Fine, na?
Sorry?
I will send this video to you right away
Sir,
after this call.
I didn't get it.
Okay? Yeah. Once you tell me that you are fine with this cascade drop down, next our target will be
Your voice is breaking.
hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. What I am saying is,
Yeah.
once you tell me that you are fine with this drop down stuff, then we will be going with grid. That also comes very regular basic in the real time project. We have two grid types. One is read-only grid, and the one is our editable grid. Okay, two of the grids only I will show you in the next day in the same class. But first you need to understand these minimum things. Okay, otherwise I can't advance the coding. Okay,
Okay.
I will show you the
So I
video,
have
you
to
see
understand.
it, and if you don't understand anything, because here in this half an hour or 45-minute video, everything is there. How to create CDT, how to create constant, how to create interface, how to create this cascade interface, con expression rule, how to fetch from database, everything is there. Okay, so minimum basic things you should be able now to do after seeing the video.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can take it from reference also. For future profit, if you forget also, you can see
Yeah. Yeah. That's what videos is very important for me.
it. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so I
Little
am
easy and
closing this recorder.